Okay, pop quiz. What is the wildly popular aesthetic treatment I have never had as a 45-year-old board certified dermatologist? The answer may surprise you. I have never had a facial ever. And people just can't believe that. They think it's crazy. And then they want to know why. Why have I never had a facial? And honestly, I guess I've never done one because I didn't really know what it did or why I would need it. I don't have anything personally against facials. I guess I just never really knew what benefit it could bring to my skin. And so I have never had one, which people think is crazy. I'm Dr. Mina. Welcome to my channel, The Skin Real, where I give real people real information so that they can make informed decisions about their skin health. Sound good? Let's get into it. This is my weekly recap episode where I break down my key takeaways from my most recent interview with licensed esthetician Lindsay Holder. Now, Lindsay not only is an esthetician, she's a podcast host called Spa Skin and Beauty, and she has a really cool skin and beauty app called Lapre. So definitely check that out. If you want to hear the full episode, be sure to stick around to the end of this short episode, and I will link the video here. You can click on it at the end. Okay, so you may be like me and kind of confused about what an esthetician does, what are facials, where does this fit in our beauty and skin treatment program, and do you really need one? I know I definitely had confusion about this as well. Now, here's the thing, an esthetician is not a replacement for your dermatologist, but a dermatologist and esthetician working together, mwah, chef's kiss, magical. That is really the dream team because as a dermatologist, I want to help you come up with a treatment plan. I want to help you with your short and long-term skin goals and talk about kind of holistic skin health and all this good stuff. I'm going to diagnose things on your skin. I'm going to help treat conditions. I'm going to prescribe things if necessary, but I don't have the luxury of time like an esthetician does, who you can see sort of in between treatments. And an esthetician a lot of times can be the one employing the recommended treatment program that your dermatologist creates for you. I will often say firing a laser is not rocket science. What is hard about lasers and energy-based devices is knowing the treatment parameters. And if you really want to see someone skilled, you don't want them just clicking from the preset settings on the device. You want them to actually understand your skin, biology, and physics, and the best treatment plan. The actual firing of the laser, that's just pretty straightforward, right? So a dermatologist and esthetician can work beautifully together to give you your most radiant skin. So what does an esthetician really do, and do you need one? And really the answer depends on what your skincare goals are. Again, I would recommend talking with your dermatologist and having a relationship not only with your dermatologist, but with a potential esthetician who may be the one really delivering a lot of the treatment care for you. They might be doing monthly facials for you and massage. They might be helping you with product reviews. They may be recommending new products depending on the season of life you're in or the time of year. But really, in combination, the two work beautifully. So licensed estheticians, they go to school for this. They cannot diagnose and prescribe, but they can help manage the hydration and texture, tone, and your daily skin needs. You can think of them as part facialist, part product whisperer, and part skin therapist. And extra bonus, if they're trained in things like lymphatic drainage or facial massage or microcurrent or LED therapy, right? I mean, these things we know can be wonderful adjuvant treatments to your skincare regimen. So your dermatologist may be your skin quarterback and coach, but your esthetician is right there impacting the team, helping deliver the care, and really your right-hand man or woman, I should say. So on my recap episode, I want to break down my top 5 reasons why seeing a licensed esthetician might be the missing link in your skincare routine. Number 1, customize facials. Yes, this is coming from someone who has, at this time of this recording, never had a facial, in fact. But after hearing Lindsay talk about them, they actually sound pretty amazing. And I'm kind of excited to look into getting one. So I can definitely share what that's like on an upcoming episode. So facials, they are part self-care, part therapy, part treatment, part relaxation, right? They're all these things in one. And They can help augment your treatment plan with your dermatologist. Maybe you've been doing some in office procedures or doing some retinoids at home, or maybe you're trying to manage your acne or rosacea. A facial can really be customized to help you with whatever skin issues you're struggling with at that point. Maybe you need something like a calming hydration facial if you are on medicine for acne or purging with your retinoids, or maybe after having a laser treatment, or maybe you're having some acne flaring and a special acne focused facial could be really impactful. They can also help extract some comedones, which are blackheads, or help with any milia that are forming. They can help address those. Basically, a facial can just help your skin heal, reset, and make sure it's staying on track. Number two, for why to see an esthetician. This is for product guidance and routine simplification. Yes, it is so overwhelming, all the products out there, all the things. I get overwhelmed too. Here's the thing, you don't need all the things, you just need the right things for you. And quality ingredients, they don't have to be expensive, it doesn't have to be complicated. So, talk with your esthetician on what might be some good products. Hopefully, you've already had this discussion with your dermatologist, but your esthetician can really do a deep dive with you and they can talk about the pros and cons of different vitamin C serums or different barrier repair creams and things like that. I find when I'm talking with people who are estheticians, I'm always learning something new about skincare products because they really stay on the pulse of what's new, what's out there. And I always learn something new. So I think estheticians are really key for helping you with product guidance. And they can help you edit your routine. They can help teach you how to layer your products properly and to recognize when maybe you're using too many things or too much. And they can really help you avoid product overload, which is going to prevent irritation that might send you back with a flare up of your skin. Number three is lymphatic drainage and inflammation control. I have definitely seen patients who have had lymph node dissections, whether for breast cancer or melanomas, and lymphedema is real. That is where basically lymph nodes are removed. And so then things like your arms or legs swell, and it can be really, really difficult. Things like compression stockings on your legs or a compression sleeve on your arm can be really helpful, as can massage. Another thing that can happen, I see this with under eye filler in the what we call the tear troughs or with surgery. Sometimes the lymphatics here get damaged and cut or blocked from the product. And so it's important to do a little massage here, or you might be someone who's prone to lower eyelid swelling, and doing a little massage here can help. Now, I'm a minimalist, so I have to admit, I don't personally do this myself, but I can see the benefits. I love massage, and I can see how massaging your face, having what's called somatic skincare, where you're actually consciously touching your skin in circular motions and soothing motions, how this really can be therapeutic. It's not just woo. And estheticians really are experts at this. They can use their hands on techniques, they can improve circulation, reduce puffiness, and this all makes your skin look better. So I've kind of turned from thinking this was really just unnecessary to thinking, hey, it's relaxing and it's functional skincare. Number four is catching subtle skin changes early. This is one of my favorite things about my esthetician who I refer to in Atlanta. Shout out to Ronka. She is great at seeing something. And even if she doesn't know what it is, she knows it's not normal. She knows it could be dangerous. And she'll refer the patient to me before she does any treatments on the area. This is so, so key. And this, I think, is really what makes a good esthetician stand out. They know when something's off and they know to alert you and to tell you, hey, you should get this checked out. I can't tell you how many times I've treated melanomas on people's faces that have been lasered off, and they have been lasered and the spot just doesn't go away. And no one ever tells them, you should go get this checked out. So if something is not responding the way it should, it's not acting the way we would expect it to, you're not responding to the treatment like you should, red flags should go up, if not just for you, but also for your esthetician to maybe get this evaluated by someone like a dermatologist. So I think this is what really makes great estheticians stand out is that when they see something, they say something. And they are looking so closely at your skin that they might be able to notice something subtle and small and early skin cancer before you have ever even noticed it. They're looking at your ears, behind your ears, in your scalp. And these are areas that we can't really monitor that well. So I think estheticians are great for helping with early detection of potentially dangerous things like skin cancers. And knowing when to refer to your doctor, to your dermatologist is so important. And it's really that kind of partnership that really keeps your skin safe and healthy. And last but not least is estheticians can provide wonderful emotional support and accountability for your skin health. Skincare is emotional. Skincare and our appearance have such psychological and social impacts in our lives. It's so much more than just putting some products on. And if you are feeling overwhelmed or discouraged, your esthetician is there to help remind you why you started and help kind of be your cheerleader, your skin coach. They're going to keep you on track. They are going to help make sure you're going in the right direction, and they're going to keep you grounded and less overwhelmed. And I just love that about really great estheticians. They have these great relationships with, their patients or clients. And when you are seeing an esthetician along with your dermatologist on a routine basis, you're going to be more consistent with your routines simply because you have someone you're checking in with and helping keep you accountable. So whether or not you need an esthetician, it's really up to you. And it depends what your goals are. I would say start with your dermatologist, get sort of a skincare plan together. A great dermatologist and esthetician are really the dynamic duo that really is going to give your skin the support and the care it needs. So in the last few minutes, I'm just going to tell you, how do you find a good one? Because it's easy for me to say, go find a good esthetician, but what does that really mean? So you want to just make sure they're licensed in the state where you are. You want to make sure that they do continuing education, just like doctors and lawyers and teachers and all that, right? You always want them to be learning, right? I'm always going to meetings and conferences. I'm always learning. So make sure they're invested in their education as well and staying up to date with things. You want them to ask about your goals, right? You don't want it to feel like this is just a sales conversation and they're just trying to sell you on whatever device they have, regardless of really your skin goals. So make sure that it feels in alignment with what you're trying to achieve. You want to see an esthetician who isn't afraid to say, wait a minute, this looks medical. You need to go see your dermatologist, right? You want to make sure that they can refer you out when they are unsure or there's a potential complication that could happen. And most importantly, you want to find someone that you trust, that you like, and that you want to have a relationship with. I think you should spend at least 3 months with someone before saying, this isn't really for me, because it really takes time for your skin to see the benefits, see the changes, and it's not going to be overnight. If someone's promising you overnight, you probably want to look elsewhere. You want your esthetician to really be a partner in your skin journey with you, not a salesperson. And a wonderful esthetician is just a great team member in your skin health journey. So while your dermatologist may be diagnosing and treating skin conditions and helping you with a long-term roadmap, estheticians can help support and maintain healthy skin in between. And together, they are the dream team. If you want to hear the full episode, be sure to check it out here, and I will see you next week.